Hello and welcome from the heart of Panama City. Now, whatever your image might be of Panama or Latin America, it could be a little out of date. Panama City is in the middle of a building boom and its middle class is growing fast.
4 years ago, I decided to make the change of my life and move back to Vietnam. And my life really started there.
5 years ago when I decided to come, people thought I was crazy. Now I see every year more and more people wanting to come back to Vietnam. And the question is why?
Current Greek government led by Syriza and Alexis Tsipras here has said we don't want to increase the primary surplus more than we already have.
There might be no hotter topic in economics right now than the possibility that technology will soon take away jobs in a way that's never been seen before. The possibility that newer technologies are just fundamentally different than the ones that came earlier, and that the economy won't adapt fast enough to replace the lost jobs, if it ever does adapt.
3 reasons to join NATO. Number 1 is that we would increase the security in the Baltic Sea region, including Finland. Number 2, it would give us a seat around the table where our security political decisions are made. And number 3, it would bring us to the value base where we belong, together with liberal democracies and countries which abide by international rules and rule of law.
What are the big differences in trying to forecast in the UK versus the US?
So the UK is a lot more challenging for several reasons. One is that we don't have the level of detail in the constituencies that we have, like for states in the United States. In 2012, one reason why we could be so accurate is we could see dozens of polls from every state. There you have lots of national polls, you have some regional polls, but you're mostly making inferences about how the vote will translate into seats. Right. The other thing is whenever you have more than 2 viable parties, there's just a lot more vectors along which the vote can move. It's much more complex.
The most surprising thing for me watching the robot cook is how actually delicate and precise it can be. It does things like wiping a ladle on the side of a saucepan to get off drips from the bottom. It scrapes butter off of a spatula just in a way that I would do it. It's really interesting to see how it's chefy in a way. It's not just, it doesn't feel like a robot cooking. It feels like a person cooking.
Since Nick Clegg took his party into government with the Conservatives in 2010 to form Britain's first coalition since the war, the Liberal Democrats have slumped in the polls. The fall has been so stark that even in safe seats like here in St Ives, the party now looks under threat.
If it becomes a less investment-intensive economy, less built around heavy, massive construction and so forth, then the demand for a lot of raw materials will just not grow the way it has been in the past. And that's going to be a very, very big deal.